Welcome back to DPRK Explains rundown of holidays and celebrations in the DPRK. In part 1, we covered the first half of the year, from January to June. If you haven't watched that yet, go check it out, link in the description. In this video, we'll be covering the second half of the year, from the day of victory in the Great Fatherland Liberation War in July, all the way to New Year's Eve at the end of December. As I mentioned in the last video, if you like the music I use, I have a new channel, DPRK Explained Music, linked in the description, where I'll be uploading all the music I use in these videos. So, without any further ado, let's get started. July 27th is Victory Day in the DPRK, marking the anniversary of the signing of the armistice in 1953, which brought an end to active conflict during the Korean War. Officially, the Day of Victory in the Great Fatherland Liberation War, or 조국 해방 전쟁 승리 기념일, the ceremony marks the day in 1953 when the Korean People's Army Command and the Chinese People's Volunteer Army Command signed the armistice agreement with the UN Command, instituting a ceasefire and establishing the Inter-Korean Demilitarized Zone, a state of pause which continues to exist to this day. Negotiations had begun 2 years earlier in July 1951 in the city of Kaesong, latterly moving to the nearby village of Panmunjom after accusations that the UN had bombed the original conference site in Kaesong. Eventually, in Panmunjom, the armistice was signed. The anniversary was first officially designated in 1973 and became an official public holiday in 1996. As with many military-oriented holidays, Victory Day often sees military parades held on notable anniversaries, as well as mass dances held throughout the country, and locals spending their free time enjoying themselves alongside friends and family. Victory Day is often marked with events at the Victorious Fatherland Liberation War Martyrs Cemetery, where officials, officers and dignitaries may visit to lay flowers and pay their respects to the fallen. Additionally, the Fatherland Liberation War Monument and Museum in Pyongyang may see significant events and celebrations. As with many public holidays, locals will often visit the statues of the great leaders in their town or city to mark the occasion, and the streets of cities across the DPRK will be adorned with flags, banners and posters, often using the shorthand 727 to mark the important date. August 15th is Liberation Day across Korea, known as 조국 해방의 날, or Day of the Liberation of the Fatherland. The holiday marks the surrender of Japan at the end of the Second World War, and the end of the Japanese military occupation of Korea. Often celebrated similarly to the aforementioned Victory Day, the holiday has hosted numerous military parades. Notably, the first military parade to be held after the official founding of the DPRK in September 1948 was held on Liberation Day 1949. The holiday involves all the usual celebrations, and delegations may make formal visits to the Revolutionary Martyrs Cemetery in Pyongyang, resting place of many anti-Japanese revolutionaries, to pay their respects. There may also be events surrounding the Liberation Tower, a monument to the Red Army soldiers who helped in the liberation of Northern Korea in 1945. The 25th of August is Songun Day in the DPRK. One of the more recent public holidays, it was only instituted in 2013 and commemorates the start of Songun, literally military first leadership, in 1960. Songun is a major political and cultural ideology in the DPRK. Officially, the roots of Songun date back to the anti-Japanese guerrillas, when it was believed the independence of Korea was reliant on a strong, independent and powerful fighting force. Today, Songun politics is an important ideology, alongside Juche, in guiding the direction of the country and in particular its armed forces. Therefore, August 25th is celebrated annually to commemorate military first politics. September 9th is one of the most important days in the Korean calendar, marking Inmin Cheongwon Changon-il, colloquially just Changon-il, or Day of the Foundation of the Republic. The holiday commemorates the official founding of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in the aftermath of the Second World War. After 3 years of governance by the Soviet Civil Administration, Provisional People's Committee for North Korea, and then the People's Committee for North Korea, a new legislature was elected for the first time in August 1948, followed by a new constitution on the 3rd of September. On the 9th of September, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was formally proclaimed. The holiday is celebrated with mass dances, concerts, military parades on Jubilee years, and other festivities throughout the DPRK. In the first video, we mentioned the Juche calendar, the official dating system in the DPRK, used alongside the Gregorian calendar. It was on Foundation Day in 1997 that the Juche calendar system was first instituted. Until now, we've mainly focused on modern DPRK holidays. However, Chusok is a major holiday across the entirety of Korea. Celebrating the Mid-Autumn Harvest Festival, families will often gather in their hometowns and share traditional Korean foods and make offerings to their familial ancestors. Often, locals will mark Chusok with visits to ancestral graves. They may also partake in sirum, a traditional form of Korean wrestling, in which each participant wears a belt around the thigh and competes to tackle the other wrestler to the ground. Choson-Nodondang Changon-il, or Party Foundation Day, is celebrated annually on the 10th of October to mark the founding of the Central Organizing Committee of the Northern Bureau of the Communist Party of Korea, which would latterly merge to form the Workers' Party of Korea. The 10th of October 1945 saw a meeting held in one of the old Japanese colonial buildings in Pyongyang, today home to the Party Founding Museum, during which the Northern Bureau of the burgeoning Communist Party of Korea was established. Less than a year later, the party merged with the new People's Party to form the Workers' Party of North Korea. After the southern wing of the party, the Workers' Party of South Korea, was banned in 1949, the two groups merged to form the modern Workers' Party of Korea. During the holiday, mass dances are common throughout cities in the country, and parades are often held on Jubilee years. In 1995, the holiday marked the 50th anniversary of Party Foundation, and so hosted the unveiling of the Monument to Party Founding. This ubiquitous monument in East Pyongyang depicts three hands holding a hammer, a sickle, and a Korean calligraphy brush, the symbols of the party, which represent the worker, the peasantry, and the intelligentsia. A smaller scale public holiday, but a public holiday nonetheless. December 27th marks Constitution Day, commemorating the enactment of the Socialist Constitution in 1972. Previously, the 1948 Constitution had been in force, being amended numerous times until, in 72, when it was deemed necessary to codify the socialist revolution and socialist construction into the nation's founding document. Finally, we're back to where we started. New Year's Eve is celebrated on December 31st along with the rest of the world. Those in Pyongyang celebrate the day with family and friends before heading to Kim Il-sung Square to enjoy a late-night concert, or, as was the case in 2022, to the Lungnado May Day Stadium to prepare for a midnight New Year's celebration and the beginning of a new calendar year filled with holidays, festivals, and causes for celebration. The DPRK, like many countries, has a wide array of public holidays, traditional festivals, and celebratory events. Should you ever plan a visit to the DPRK, travelling to coincide with some of these holidays is always a good idea. It's a chance to mingle with locals celebrating in public parks, join in some spontaneous singing and dancing, and experience the country as it celebrates its storied history. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to support DPRK Explained and help produce more videos on the DPRK, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. If you've enjoyed the music, check out my new second channel, DPRK Explained Music, where I'll be uploading all the music I use in these videos. Please subscribe and share the video to anyone you think would find it interesting. And once again, thanks for watching.